This isn't exactly a question. It's more of like a statement, and this is going to be a statement to ourselves in the future. It doesn't matter how far in the future, but just what is your guys' message, and what's my message to our future selves?
Dear future Andrew,
Dear Paul.
Nikki.
Will. Welcome back to another installment of the High School Perspective. Thanks to Ryan for the intro and outro music in this video. Today's topic of discussion is the future. So this is like a interesting topic, I think, because I don't know, like no one really knows what's going to happen in the future. And for all the people that are wondering, that no, this is not specifically about COVID-19. We'll have another episode later for that. This is specifically just about things that are going to be happening way later in the future that aren't regarding COVID-19. I do have one first question though about COVID-19, but then for the rest of it, they'll be different. So we got the original boys back in the house. We got Andrew, Miggy, and Paul. Thank you guys again for being here today. Let's get started. So the first question is, what do we think is going to happen with COVID-19 in terms of if the school year is going to be put on hold, or if the school year is going to start on time, or if there's going to be some restrictions for what we can and cannot do?
I mean, right now, LA is like, they extended their like stay in for like another 3 months. So for them, it's probably not getting any better because we need to flatten the curve. But in terms of the future for like our lives during this pandemic, I don't even know. Like I'm hearing rumors that we might start senior year online for us. Cause like it might be going on for like another couple months, but I'm hoping that's not the case because that's gonna be kind of sucky. Cause this is supposed to be the best year of our lives. But that's basically what my thoughts are on the future of COVID, or in terms of school, of course.
I think with like the whole COVID-19 thing, I definitely don't see like our lives going back to normal for like a pretty long time. Like, because even if they do come up with like a cure, like or like anything to treat it, like there's still a lot of people out there who have it, and like it's not like it's gonna be possible for them all to get it like at once. And like if we still give it like room to spread, even if there is a cure, like more cases, and like I could still see like a longer delay in like our like going back to school, or like being able to like hang out again legally at least. But yeah, like I don't see like an end to it like anytime soon.
Yeah, I mean, like Andrew and Miggy said, it's kind of weird. Like when like it's not gonna be like the same when everything goes back to normal. I think like right now it's like really weird, and like when we go back, it's not gonna be like the same. Like in terms of like the way we like see the outside world, like the way we interact. I mean, like some people are like if you think about it, like some people like they don't have anyone with them. So like I don't know, but in terms of like the school year, it's 50-50. We probably like when we go back to school, like physically, there probably gonna be like some restrictions to what we can do, like sports wise, like activities wise. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you guys pretty much said a lot that I was going to say. So with that all being said, do you guys have any predictions for what's going to happen during the school year when we do go back? Like, do you have an estimated do you think we're going to go back at the regular start time that we're supposed to go back, or do you have a different date in mind? And if we go back, or when we do go back, what do you think will change? Like some of the predictions that you guys have for that?
I don't think at the pace we're going, like at the pace of like the cases right now, I don't think we're gonna come back at the estimated time we're supposed to come back. I think it might be just like a little bit, like probably like a month ahead of when we were supposed to come back. When we come back though, and like physically we come back, they're gonna be like so like on like on everything about everyone being clean, like washing their hands, hand sanitizer. Everyone, there's just going to be like that to try and prevent, another type of case like this. But yeah, they're going to be pretty strict on like cleanliness now, more than usual. So that's what I think.
I was thinking this to myself like maybe a couple of days ago, but like I really don't see like any type of like physical contact with other people, like at least for the like next like I was thinking like till the end of the year, like with like how fast it's spreading, like with I don't even know, but like it I really don't even know what to say about it. Like y'all are saying pretty much everything else, but yeah, like that's just my like prediction with time.
Yeah, I mean, no, I think that we probably might not start like at the predicted date. We probably might start later. But if we do start like when we're supposed to start, I think like Miggy said, they're going to be very strict about like how we interact with each other, like activities wise and everything else. So honestly, y'all. But if we don't, we still have like online school. So I think that's something we have to get adjusted to right now, just in case, because that's like the only option we have. Um, I mean, for next year seniors, it's kind of like what if, you know? And cases wise, I don't see this ending to like the end of the school year. The end of the year too. But like even if we do come back, there's still cases out there. If you think about it, not everyone's getting tested, so it's still going to be flying around. So I think that's something to think about if we do start.
It is so hard to predict what's going to happen in these next, even like couple weeks. What's going to happen? Stuff is changing so fast. But in terms of the school year, I see us going back sometime in August, but not until probably middle or late August. But this is going to come with a lot of consequences for us. There might be some times where like the hours change for school, or maybe like it could be like groups go. Like some groups go like during week 1, and then other groups go during week 2. It might be like an alphabetized thing. I don't know what they're going to do, honestly. It might be by grade. It's really up in the air. I'm glad that the county and that the whole area that we're in really is kind of starting to loosen some of the restrictions. So I think this is sort of trying to ease everybody's tensions a little bit. And then I know that the president is encouraging people to go out and like for businesses to open up, but that's just because of the economic stuff going on and how he needs to be reelected again, which
he's losing money too. He has a whole business, so
yeah. I mean, but yeah, in terms of the school year, I think everything is just gonna fall into place. It won't be exactly where we expect it to. I don't think anybody can predict what's gonna happen exactly, but there will be restrictions, and yeah, I think we'll be able to get through it. In terms of the actual virus ending, I honestly probably sometime around late winter is what I'm hoping for. So anywhere in like very late February or somewhere around there. That's what I'm hoping for. And then besides that, yeah. So that's all the COVID-19 stuff that we're going to be talking about today. We'll have plenty of time in another episode. So on behalf of all the 4 of us, I just want to say, for the very few people that are going to be watching this, we just encourage you guys to continue to stay safe, stay healthy, really support each other at this time because we all need it right now. And yeah, it's hard. It's hard for all of us right now. Like I can't even go outside and take out the trash without being nervous that I'm gonna get the virus. But yeah, just really stay inside and use common sense, please, because the sooner we all are on the same page, the sooner this is all gonna be over. So with all the serious stuff out of the way, let's get to our actual senior year, like the future stuff that's going to be going on. We're going to be covering anything from senior year all the way up until like we're dead. So be prepared for some very different questions. So this first one, what do we see happening like 6 months from now? Like, what will senior year be like? What will all of our lives be like?
I hope to at least see some of y'all again, like at some point. I know I saw Paul at school. Paul, when was it? Like Monday, Tuesday?
Monday.
Yeah, like end of Monday. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Like it just felt like it felt so good to actually like be able to see one of my friends again. Like I don't know, like just being able to dap them up. I know I talked about that, but yeah, like I feel like actually being there like has a way different like effect. Like if you feel so much like closer to them, like when you have a face like that's listening to you and what you're saying rather than like just a screen. Like, I don't know if it's just something like in your mind, but I don't know. Like I really hope like I'm able to at least like hang out with y'all at some point, like in the next 6 months. Like I'm super hopeful for it, and like I don't know where I'd be like without my friends and being able to see them. But like I don't know, there's that. In terms of school, like I could still see us like using some of the online school depending on like how bad like COVID-19 gets, and like I just hope like we're able to flatten the curve enough to where like people feel safe to like go outside and do like some of the normal things. But yeah, I just really don't want like our senior year to get like totally ruined by it. And like I don't know, like if that's supposed to be the best year of high school, like we and everyone else has had it, like obviously there's things going on, but we should get like a chance at it too. So yeah, that's what I think.
6 months from now. Yeah, what Andrew said, hopefully we get to see, or like I get to see some of my friends or you guys. When I went to school to clean the locker, I did not see anyone. Like it was like empty for me. There was like no one there for some reason.
I didn't either. I was so sad, and I posted.
I know I didn't see anybody. Like not even a single person. Like I like not even close to it. I just wanted to say hi to someone, but I didn't see anyone. All I saw was the teachers and then the security guard, and then I went home. But hopefully in 6 months, like this is a hopefully like everything is so much better. Like we're able to go out and stuff, because like that's what I miss the most right now. It's like being able to go out and like hang out and do stuff, instead of being cooped up in the house all day. I mean, that's not a problem. I mean, I kind of enjoy it, but like from time to time I do want to go outside and be out there and experience a lot of things. And I really hope like this might not go back to the 6 month thing, but I really hope we do have a summer like where we can go out, because the summer before senior year is probably going to be one of the best summers of our lives, or maybe the summer after senior, but like two of the best summers. And I just hope that we can experience it, but COVID. But yeah, basically same thing like Andrew said. I just want things to go back to the way they were. But yeah, basically it.
6 months from now. Yeah, I mean, Andrew and Maggie basically said it. I mean, I just want to see all my friends again. It's like it's always a good thing. School wise, dude, I hope like activities wise, like soccer and stuff. I really like a senior year, and I really want to have a senior night too, and like have all my friends at the game and stuff, and support all my friends at yours. Um, Going back to like summer, senior season, it's supposed to be like the best summer, like Miggy said, and it would be really sad if we don't have that. But I hope everything could go back to normal or close to normal at that time. If not, I mean, there's still online school, but hope everything goes well.
Yeah, dude, 6 months. That's what will that be, like November or something? If it's May.
Yeah, November.
Around there.
All right. Gosh, well, we'll be in school, definitely. It'll be different, but it'll happen. I guess aside from all the school stuff, I hope that. Well, actually, let's just stay in school because I'm hoping that I'm doing better in some classes. I'm not going to be hard on myself with like APs and all that next year, and I wasn't this year. So I plan to just kind of stay under the radar for the most part in terms of all the academic stuff. Besides that, gosh, I'm hoping that I can branch out more try new things. Senior year, I feel like, is the time to do that and to kind of finish where you started finding your interests in junior year. And I hope that that myself and you guys are able to do that. But in 6 months, gosh, we're going to be writing like probably college applications by then. Definitely by then. Probably be around the time where we finish up. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to find a school that's suitable and apply to a few that I think can help me really find my interests and find like those majors and minors that I could see possibly doing as a career. But yeah, that 6 months is going to be kind of coming up if you think about it, just based on how fast stuff is going. But yeah, I also hope that I can see you guys as well. So
I was watching High School Musical, like the third one. I was just thinking about senior year. I was like, bro, like, why can't we have this? Like, hopefully everything goes like well. I was kind of emotional though. Anyways,
no, I literally just talked about that in my last video. Like, up until like this year, I think High School Musical 2 was always my favorite.
yeah.
But now it's 3 because of just like how much I can relate to the 20-year-olds that were playing 18-year-olds in the movie. But so funny. So 1 year from now, I mentioned that in 6 months from now that we're going to be doing or probably finishing up all the college apps and stuff. But 1 year from now, we are going to be almost done with our senior year. It's pretty crazy to think about, but it's true. And we will have committed to a college. So what do you guys see happening 1 year from now? Just in general, for school, for your guys' personal lives.
You said a year from now?
1 year from now.
Okay. Wow. A year from now. A year from now, I hope to have had a senior year. I hope I get into like my dream schools, like at least into a good school or in college in general. I hope I have a prom a year from now. I don't know. I just hope I had like a good experience, like and into like high school, like a good high school thingy. Anyways,
Yeah.
but I hope that, dude, I don't even know what I'm saying, but I don't know. I hope to be somewhere. I hope to be successful a year from now.
Oh yeah, it's very hard. Like, hopefully, I'm driving by the time, because I've always wanted to drive. For in terms of like college, honestly, I don't know. I'm basically just living life one day at a time. I'm not really thinking about all that right now, but it is in the back of my mind from time to time. Like, where am I gonna go for schooling? But hopefully, I turns out all good. Hopefully, I go to a school where it teaches me a lot of things that I can use in the future. And a year from now, hopefully I'm still in touch with a bunch of people. Like, in touch with a bunch of people. But yeah.
I know I've talked about it in like a couple of the other ones, but I really wanted to study some kind of social science and like, interaction with like, maybe sociology, psychology.
Lock the door.
Yeah, that would be like something I'd really like to like, study, like college. I still want to have like an idea of what like I'd be doing. Social science isn't one of them. Like, hopefully, I'll have found something else. But yeah, like by a year from now, I want to have like an experience like with senior year, like with homecoming, with like, just what else is cool in senior year? Like prom, ditch day, like all the fun stuff.
Hopefully in a year, like just to hopefully, I hopefully might have a girlfriend.
Yes. I do.
So I hope that I have a girlfriend.
Okay, here's the thing that I hope for the most. I hope that I have no bridges burned by the time I graduate. I hope that if I do, then I can rebuild them by the end of the year. And I don't know. That's honestly like, because there's so much dumb stuff that happens in high school, and people need to realize that they got to just grow some balls and go for it. Honestly, I think I'm probably a victim of that myself, but I'm learning. I'm learning to be better about it every day, and that's the one thing that I hope for the most. I'm sure that there's a lot more I hope for a year from now, but that's the most important one. Oh God, life after. Oh, how about this? Okay, so this next one is, where do we see ourselves 10 years from now?
So
27.
27 years old.
27 years old.
Ouch.
He's
That's like the end of the decade, bro.
when I'm 27, I want to have a good paying stable job, you know, at that time. I'm still in contact with a lot of people that I'm close with in high school, hopefully in 1 year. I mean, not 1 year, when I'm 27. I don't know if I'm going to get married around that time. Is that when people get married around that time? 27?
Yeah.
They're a little
Like
weird.
around there? I don't think I'm going to see myself getting married. I say that now, but most likely I probably will get married. But at the moment, I don't see myself getting married to anyone. Hopefully, I'm still living in the Bay Area, even though it's very expensive here.
Yeah.
Because I really want to stay close with my family. It's the most important thing to me. And basically, still being the same person I am today, not changing. Hopefully I don't change like that much. But yeah, it's basically how I see myself when I'm 27.
Oh God. So 10 years from now, I feel like a lot is going to have happened. One, politically, and then two, probably I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna wonder how the climate is gonna be in 10 years. I don't want to sound like a botanist or something that is very.
Bonnie's plans.
I know they care about their
Oh yeah.
all that. No, I'm not even gonna talk about that. I'm gonna wonder how the climate's doing though 10 years from now. I'm gonna wonder how. Like I mentioned, politics. That I wonder if that's gonna get any worse or somewhat better. That'll be interesting to see. But for myself, I hope that I honestly don't know if I'm gonna be married or anything by then. I hope to be married. I hope that I still have some close friends in high school. I hope that I've met some new people that I could be close with from college, or whatever profession I've gone into by then. And I hope that I'm able to be successful and do something that I at least can as in my career. And yeah, I don't know. It's difficult, man. I really don't know what's going to happen 10 years from now. I hope I have a house. I'm going to end it there. I hope I have a house.
I don't know. Like, hey, 27 years. I mean, yeah, I think I can't really control what happens with economy, politics, environment. Like, it's not like I'll really have a say in what happens there. But I think personally, I don't know. I hope to be living a stable life, with a good source of income, a good job. Um, yeah, I mean, preferably I'd like to stay close to home. Bay Bay Area's been my home my whole life, and I think I just don't see it's pretty hard to see myself living somewhere else because I've just grown so accustomed to you know where I am, where I'm at, like the people around me too. I hope I'm able to like stay close with like a lot of people because I know like a lot of people like who are out of high school like have told me like you're really only going to be in contact with like a couple people from like your high school and wish like I could see, but I obviously don't want it that way. Like there's a lot of people that I still really want to keep in touch with, and I hope I can keep it that way. Especially y'all, like been for me for like over 3 years. Um, but I think like I just hope we're all like able to. I also hope we'll all be able to like hang out someday. Maybe not like exactly how we do now, because we'll probably all be driving by then. Like probably hang out at the village. We can like
Or a bar.
huh?
Or a bar.
Yeah.
We can go drinking. We're legal. We can drink legally. Not that we drink illegally.
I was just about to say, bro. But yeah, like I just hope, like I hope with whatever happens in the future, I just hope that I stay true to myself and I don't change for anyone. Like that, I'm able to keep being like the same person I am, but also learn to mature.
Well, I hope I would have been done with med school. I hope I have like not even a house, dude. I mean, med school is like alone, but I hope I have a stable life at least. Like I don't have any debts, from like college. I hope to be in touch with like my friends from high school and like my friends from like college. I don't know. I hope I've experienced a lot of things. Like have no regrets.
Paul, would you like to explain why you've relocated?
The reason I've relocated is because I've been having some situations with my new pup. She's been very agitated. She was chewing my shoe and it was interrupting the video. So I had to head out. Thank you.
What I wanted to address next was not necessarily a 10-year or a 20-year in the future kind of question. This is more so, and then this is not like, I guess, a personal thing either. What inventions do we see happening in the future? This doesn't necessarily have to have like a time limit. You could, make that up on your own. Because I know people have talked about like flying cars and I don't even know. There's so many things that are, like could possibly happen. But what new technology do you see happening?
I would say advanced VR. And what I mean by that is just like, instead of just like your eyes being in VR, I feel like they can probably just put you in a whole different world in like a room or something. Like you can transform a room into like a different place and you can actually do things in that room. Like I'm pretty sure they kind of have that right now, but like I would say just more like with the new technology that's probably going to come out in the future, they can probably technologically advance it and further it to make it just like a place where you can just escape reality. Like, what's that one game? Or what's that one movie? Like Ready Player One. Like basically people just living their lives in the VR world. And like I'm pretty sure that might happen in the future. I hope. Another thing is probably like flotation devices. I don't know, like instead of like I don't know why you wouldn't want to walk, but like maybe for some people there's gonna be like flotation devices. So for like everything, so that can like go up, down. You already know. So that's what I think the future might be. There's probably many more, but I can't really think of any at the moment.
Dude, what do you guys think about like something like you're coming and hitting Earth and there's some like alien stuff in there? That'd be crazy.
That'd be pretty cool because knowing us, we probably like, take it and like make it our own in some type of way.
Yeah.
Knowing us humans, we like to do that, take things and make it our own. Yeah, I can probably see that happen. Well, I mean, I don't know if I'll see that happening, but I feel like they're going to be like laser weapons in the future.
Honestly, I could believe it, but just like seeing like Star Wars and all that, and
Oh yeah.
the things that they can do on a screen. I wouldn't be surprised if it happens.
If that happened in the future, yeah.
That happened in the future. Wow. I mean, there's so much like I feel like that's undiscovered about the world, and I don't know. Once we have the technology and all that, like to go explore all these new places, it'd be weird to.
Yeah, no, like, what if we just like figure out there's a different type of living species on a different planet? Like that'd be huge. That would be huge.
Happened in like the Marvel movies, right? Like Loki opened up the portal to like the aliens, and they got all the tech from that, and then it carried over to Spider-Man, and I think they used the didn't Vulture use the tech to
Yeah, I think so. Oh yeah, he did because he was a construction worker. Yeah,
right? Yeah. So, dude, if something like that could happen, that would blow my mind. Like I guess I don't know. And honestly, it's hard to predict like how long we're going to live, right? Because if we're like teenagers now, like we might be alive 100 years from now. Like I know that people are living to like 120 and like a little bit beyond that. But I honestly wonder how good technology is going to be able to advance, and like if people are going to be able like, to live longer lives. That's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, I mean, like if you think about it, like in the past, like, people's life expectancy was like super short, like
Mhm.
compared to like what it is now. Like, I mean, unless it has something to do with like the biology of the human, like obviously it does, but like we could probably keep expanding on that age. Like I could see like getting a lot, like especially as like the years go on. But crazy like to see like if we were able to live like up to like 120, like that's over a century old. Like, I'm only 17, and like if people have already been here for like a kind of like I don't know about y'all. Like, I feel like I've seen them already, and like just for that to be like multiplied another like I don't know, like the idea of that sounds crazy. But
But technology wise, I don't know. I mean, like, I hope there are like some really good like this good technology for like medicine that would like help people in like some way, like old people and stuff. That'd be really nice. I don't really know, man. Like, just some good technology that's like that would help the world and like for the better.
Okay, let's do this. 50 years. Not this is not going to be about ourselves. This is going to be about our Earth. What's going to change the most about our Earth 50 years from now? What's it going to look like? Um, yeah, that's really it. I mean, I'll just start off by saying, um, I really I've said this since I was a kid. I kind of think it's true, but I don't know. I'm going to say this. Every tree is going to turn into a building. That's what I've always said. It's sort of been a joke, but it's also kind of been real because I know that like trees provide like oxygen and all that, and like that's how we're able to exist and breathe because we kind of coexist in a way with the trees. Um, but there's going to be something down the line. I feel like that's going to be able to reciprocate the same amount of oxygen that trees provide. And I'm afraid, I don't want it to happen, but I'm afraid that at some point they're all going to get like knocked down. I really hope that doesn't happen. Being that we're all in quarantine right now, I've been able to see how beautiful like the actual climate is when it's not like polluted with tons of cars driving by every day. So every day these past few weeks has been it's been really nice outside. I don't know if that's just because it's spring, but I feel like it's been nicer than usual. Um, I don't think that the building thing is going to happen 50 years from now. That's going to take a long time, but 50 years. Um, I hope that I wonder how the oceans will be doing. that's a big concern right now because I know that there's a lot of like groups and organizations working on like cleaning the oceans. Um, I've always had like an interesting, I think, relationship with the ocean because I had like instances where like I've like snorkeled and I've seen like some really cool things and I've seen some pretty sad things too. There's been like coral reefs like destroyed. I remember in my biology class freshman year, I did a presentation on like the Great Barrier Reef in Australia being like being like taken out and not 100% taken out, but it's being heavily damaged like even now. Um, so the oceans is a big concern that I'm gonna have. And then besides that, I guess wow, I mean we've had like smoke problems this past year too, like even in just California. In Australia too had that huge thing going on. So with their forest fires, I just hope that the climate can be better. I hope that yeah, I just hope that the Earth is healthier 50 years from now.
I think at the like with all the stuff that's going on, I think in 50 years this world either like there's two things that I'm thinking in 50 years. It either might have taken a turn for the worse or have taken a turn for the best. Because it can go either ways. Because I can see this Earth in 50 years being completely destroyed and like us going down the wrong path, or I can see people stepping up like in 50 years and this world is like the best that, like as it's has ever been. Like I don't know, but like at the pace we're going now, it feels like a lot of stuff is happening to this Earth. Like there are so many things that are going on, like with this whole pandemic thing. Just like forests, as you said, like and then like the oceans, and then like weird animals coming out of nowhere. Have you guys heard about the hornets?
Yeah,
Killer hornets?
that must have been some packaging thing from Asia. I have no idea how they got here. Honestly,
That's
that's a
what I'm saying. In my
big
50 years, this Earth might not even be here.
dude. Those hornets, bro, 2 inches.
Those are huge hornets.
Inches.
Yeah.
2 inches is huge. I mean, you think about it, a hornet.
I mean,
That's
if girls get, oh, sorry, change the topic. If girls get scared of a 2-inch cockroach, I mean, if they say like, "Oh my god, that cockroach is so big,"
Get ready.
just saying. I'm just saying.
I was kind of thinking along the lines of what Miggy was saying. Like, I'm pretty concerned about the environment and like how we're gonna handle the problems that are soon to come. Yeah, I think I'm pretty concerned like for the environment and how like us humans are gonna be able to handle it. Like I think we'll talk a little bit about the ocean. I think also like how badly we're dealing with pollution. Like just our garbage. Like we're basically just throwing in big piles like on land and in the ocean, and it's not like it leaves either. Like it's not really like we're not really doing a good job with that. I know like there's a couple like people trying to figure out like air pollution and like um yeah, I'm not even into all of that kind of stuff, but I just know that pollution is a really big problem and we're not doing a good job with it. And like that, I don't know why, but when Will started talking about like how every tree is gonna turn into the building, like whatever you said, like it made me think of the Lorax. Like
Yeah.
all the trees were cut down and like it was like the oxygen, the bottle thing. Like obviously I doubt that's gonna happen, but like I could see where to the point like all the trees are cut down and like there really won't be any nature left. And like I'm just scared for that. Like I don't want there to like just to be buildings all around me with no like actual life, like besides human stuff. But yeah, I mean, I think Will mentioned a little bit about like how coronavirus is really like it's really helping the environment like start to flourish, like with all the like I don't know, like I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but there's a lot more birds outside. Like
Yeah.
that, a lot
Yeah, that's weird.
outside. Like if it's like midnight and like I'll just be laying there, like I'll still hear birds outside, like, just chirping. I'm like, I never hear them that late, right? Like if it's a normal day, like I don't know. I think that's cool and like how I don't know, like what was it? I think I also heard I don't even know, but I just know that animals are starting to come out just because like there's a lot less like human pollution. They feel like less threatened and stuff. But I think 50 years from now, like I just hope we're able to, preserve a lot of like what we have now and like not take it for granted while we have it. Um, yeah.
I hope, first of all, with this whole quarantine stuff, I think it's been good um for like pollution and like greenhouse gases. It's like helped reduce it. But 50 years from now, there are a lot of things that could happen. But I hope if 50 years from now we have a cure for cancer. And like we have like new like type of medicines and like and have like I don't know new discoveries. Um, I hope we can preserve our natural habitat and not overpopulate because overpopulation is also like something that I'm worried about. It's like we don't have a lot of resources in the world like that.
So there was a something I can't remember exactly what it was, but I know multiple scientists have talked about this like being a possibility. This is not necessarily regarding the Earth, but it's regarding the human population. As the human population is expanding, like Paul said, and how there might, in the like there will be, overpopulation eventually. And there's like different ways to deal with this. One method, or not exactly a method, but one, I guess, opportunity that was put into place was the fact that Mars has a very similar atmosphere that Earth does. So, could you see humans possibly living on Mars? I don't know what the timeline for that would be exactly, but do you see it ever happening? And it expand further on that, please, because
I would say, yeah, probably. Because, like, we've already sent, like, have we sent people to Mars to, like, try and live there? No? Oh, that was the movie then.
that
We
was
send robots.
That was a movie.
We send robots,
But I think, yeah, I feel like sometime in the late future. Like, I don't think it will be during our time. It could be probably like late in our time. But yeah, I can see like us humans moving to a different planet because it's overpopulated on Earth. And I feel like it would be even better because they would probably know exactly what to do, what not to do. I can just like see it like a big dome on Mars, and then just like human life just in that dome. If you know what I'm like trying to say.
Yeah, no, I get that because I don't know. It's weird thinking that Mars has like a very similar atmosphere. I feel like we'd have to like build an atmosphere somehow. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like
that's what I'm
the
talking
whole
about.
the whole dome thing. I don't know what the dome would look like. Honestly, it's gonna be weird figuring that out because like I can't even picture what Earth's like atmosphere looks like the shell around like the actual Earth. Um, it because yeah, I mean I don't know. It's gonna be a process. Uh, having that all come together because like I said I don't exactly know what the timeline for that would be. Uh, and if that were to happen, there's gonna be so much trial and error trying to figure out like the right, I guess, way to I don't know, I guess map out Mars and because we'd have to be able like to grow stuff on Mars. We'd have to I don't know. There's a lot that would have to happen for that to ever happen, and I don't know. It's gonna be exciting to see. Hopefully, we live long enough to see that happen. I would, I don't know.
Based on the movie The Martian,
That's
I
the
mean,
movie.
it is a really good movie. Like actually, I saw it pretty recently, like sometime in quarantine. I'm pretty sure, but um, yeah, I mean, if it's portrayed like if Mars is actually, like, I think the movie sometimes it's best to be realistic. I'm not sure exactly how realistic it is. It seems like it is, but I don't know. Like with that whole thing, like I feel like yeah, it's definitely like we're definitely gonna send like people up there. I think like there was a whole campaign for that, like trying to find like people who were like down on a one-way trip and like attempted living there. But I don't know, like it's crazy to think like that's even possible. Like take it back like, you know, a century ago, like we're barely like what was like we were like getting into a war and like I don't know, like it's crazy to think like how far we've come and like how far we're going to go. Like with, you know, expanding life not even on Earth. Yeah, like it is also like crazy to think about how like there could be life like out there somewhere. Like that'd be huge. And I know like someone mentioned that earlier and you know, it would like I don't know exactly how much it would contradict a lot of like, you know, religion because I know like you know, I grew up Christian and like there's you know stuff in the Bible that talks about like the earth being like God's footstool or something. And I don't know, like it puts a lot of emphasis on like how like the earth is really like the only place there is and like if that's able to be like proven wrong, like you know, what else can be proven wrong? So yeah, like I don't know. That's just crazy to think about.
No, I think Mars could be like a possibility in the future, but it probably wouldn't happen, or most likely won't happen like during our time. Um, but I think if that does happen, there are a lot of things that would change, like the way we live, our religions, type of stuff we eat. I don't know. It's just very weird to think about because, like, you know, I don't know, but it is a possibility.
This isn't exactly a question. It's more of like a statement. And this is going to be a statement to ourselves in the future. It doesn't matter how far in the future, but just what is your guys' message and what's my message to our future selves?
Man,
That's a good.
That's deep.
yeah.
It's pretty deep.
I'm going to start because y'all need to think about that. I mean, I do too, but I knew the question before. Okay, Will, let me just say, I hope you're doing well. I really do. I hope that you don't delete this video or any of these other videos because I know you deleted all your Minecraft videos back in middle school. Should have made them private at least. Wow. I know I'm cringing at this like 5 years from now. It's going to be bad. I would just say I really hope that you're, you know, staying true to yourself and surrounding yourself with people that you like. I hope that you're thriving in classes and that you're, you know, maybe if you're out of college by now, I hope that maybe you found a family um, and, you know, tried to raise a family. I don't know how that's going to go for you, but we've always said that we wanted to be a father someday. You know, you might be going through something right now that's not easy, but trust me, I am too. I'm still not done with math, believe it or not. Um, and I'm not done with high school either. So, yeah, just keep doing you, man. And I don't know. I guess I'm looking forward to what you do next.
Okay. Miggy, if you are watching this sometime in the future, I really hope you didn't change who you are because I enjoy who we are as a person. Hopefully you haven't treaded from the right path. You know, you still sticking to your morals, your goals in life. You know, I hope you're still keeping the family close, always. And if you are current dating someone, I hope that you treat them with a lot of love. Don't do them wrong. Um, And I still hope that you're, just the same guy, a helpful friend to everyone around you. I hope you're still like that person to go to when you're having problems. And if you are watching this, that's good. I hope, that means you're still interested in Will's YouTube videos. And yeah, man, just be yourself, dude. It's your life. Do what you want. Have fun. Don't do anything that you would regret. Is that how you say it? Don't do anything you would. Oh, no. Wait, no. I don't know what I'm saying.
Ooh, sorry.
Just say, basically what I'm trying to say is don't have any regrets. There you go. That's all I wanted to say for myself.
Dear future Andrew, I could say a lot of things, but I also could say really, but if I want to say something, I think the most important thing, at least that I could see like happening like in the future that I wouldn't want to happen. Don't switch up for anybody. They're not worth, having to switch up over. Stay true to yourself. Stay true to what you believe in, even if everyone, doesn't like you for it. If it's really what you believe, then it should be worth living out. Especially the banana on my story today. I don't know if you don't know about that.
Oh,
It's the worst thing I've ever seen. In the middle of a pandemic, for crying out loud.
That was so funny. That was so entertaining.
Okay.
No. I mean, I bet a lot of you guys, if you're watching this, you probably know about it. But on my private story today, I posted a video of myself eating a banana, and instead of eating it like this, even doing it like this looks wrong, bro. Like, how do you expect to do it with a banana? Like, I basically, instead of eating like this, I tore a piece off and put it into my mouth, and everyone's pressing me for it, which I'm not mad at. I don't care, but yeah, I mean, if it's this is a really bad analogy, but if that's something that you feel like you believe in, even if like almost no one agrees with you, like it doesn't matter really what they think. Like, I don't know, that's a really big problem you have, and if you're able to conquer that at some point in the future, I'll be proud of you. And I think like I just want to say it again, like, no one worth switching over, no matter what point you are at in your life. And yeah, there's that. Surround yourself with, people who are going to make you better. That'll bring the best out of you. And, don't be scared to cut off people who are toxic. Never really been a problem for me. I'm kind of good at it. But, like, I don't know. If you feel like there's people around you that you're scared to confront, or there's a problem that's not being talked about, talk about it. And I just think communication is key. I know that's kind of a common thing that's being said, especially with relationships. It really is. Like, you don't ever want to like deal with your problems by not dealing with it or running from it. Don't run from your problems, and just be able to confront what life gives you. And one more thing, I just want to say, give like 100% in like everything you do, because I know that you have like the strength in you to like be successful, but I think the biggest thing that's probably holding you back is your work ethic. And I think if you're able to better that, like, sky's the limit. Like, there's no bounds to like how great you can be. So yeah, I'll keep it at that. I don't want to get too specific, like with marriage and kids or job, and I don't know. So I'll keep it at that.
Dear Paul, in the future, I hope everything is going well for you. I hope you stay true to yourself. I hope you have accomplished some things. I want you to know that life is not always perfect. You will struggle, and it's okay. But I really hope you achieve your dream you have, where you're on your way to achieving your dreams of being a surgeon in order to help people, which is what you've always wanted to do. Um, I hope on through that road, you continue to surround yourself with people that will help you better yourself, and um, also, work towards those goals. I really hope that you are really determined. You stay determined to, you know, accomplish and push through barriers. That people or barrier like through work or people stuff. You probably won't have kids by now or your wife. I don't know. Just keep humbling yourself. Stay positive. Keep pushing yourself. It's hard, yes, but remember there are a lot of things you want to achieve, and in order to accomplish those goals, you just gotta stay determined. Keep pushing forward. That's pretty much all. And have fun with life. Don't regret anything. Try new stuff. Always stay curious. Yeah.
Okay.
That was so emotional.
Good.
Okay, so that was the last question or statement. So yeah, the future. We got to talk about that. It was a little bit weird, but I enjoyed it. I think we covered pretty much everything that you could think of off the top of your head. I'm sure that there's more, but we thank you guys for joining me once again. It's always a pleasure to have you guys on these, and hopefully entertain some people for a good while during their quarantine extravaganza. Yeah, anything else that you guys wanted to add?
Thank you for having me on here again, Will.
Yeah.
I enjoy being on here.
I'm so glad. Honestly, I'm so glad because I know people get bored of watching these sometimes. Bye!